Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, so you can do seated or standing for warm up. So I'm going to show a movement and then Jada will start talking and it'll show her seated. We're going to do 5 rainbows. We're going to go down and up. Jada will show seated.
Okay, it's the same for seated. Reach down towards the floor and up.
Okay, so keep going. Let's go to 10 just for the transfer back and forth so you have plenty of time to get through them. 7, 8, big arms, 9, 10. Good. Okay, now we're going to go to figure 8. So hands together or clasp, and we're going to draw an 8.
It's the same seated. Open up your legs so you can get a big 8.
Get lots of motion through the shoulders. You see me weight shifting through my hips. Okay, now we're going to go to Frankenstein's. So we're tapping alternate hand to leg. You can also do a bent knee. Get those arms big and wide.
And it's the same seated. Just reach down as far as you can. Don't bend your back though. Keep it nice and straight.
Okay, now we're going to step backs with T arms. So tap it back and open and close.
Okay, you're going to tap your foot back under your chair where you open up.
Good job. Try to keep those elbows straight. If it hurts the shoulders, drop them down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to cross pushes. So we're going to push across, back to the middle, push across.
Okay, same with seating. You're going to turn and push, step and push.
Good job. Big hands. Open the palms up as big as you can. Try to look that way when you step. Okay, good. All right, now we're going to the deadlifts. So you've got straight legs, little bend in the knees if you need to. Back is straight, pushing your bottom back towards the back wall, sliding down and up.
Okay, while you're seated, you can straighten both legs out. Put your hands down your legs and back up. Don't round in the back.
Good job. Slow, steady. Keep that back straight. Okay, now we're going to jog or march in place with overhead push. So your high knees, arms going up. You can jog it or march it.
Okay, same with seated. Get your knees up high, alternating while you're pushing to the ceiling.
Keep those palms open as big as you can. Push the arms to the ceiling. Okay, good. Now we're going to switch to speed bag arms. You're walking forward and back as you speed bag.
Okay, if you're seated, we're going to do speed bag and just walk in place or march in place.
You can also start to pick up the speed and jog it forward and back. Now reverse the arms, go to a reverse speed bag. Okay, good. Now we're going to either side stepping, side shuffle if you have room, or just a shift side to side.
Okay, if you're seated, open your leg up and then back, up and back. And you can shift over that leg to get that weight shift. Open up, shift, come back.
If it bothers your knees, step and just shift. Don't get a whole lot of bend. If your knees are okay, lean into it. Okay, good. We're going to go into stretching. So wide stance and reach down. Okay, push overhead. Okay, go over the right leg.
If you're sitting, straighten that right leg out and lean down over it. Try not to round your back.
Okay, walk it over to the left.
Switch legs, left leg out straight.
Okay, let's reach up and over the right hip. Remember, you can go forward, middle, or back. Okay, go to the left. Okay, come back down. Let's go straight legs. Let's do that deadlift stretch, but instead of up and down, we're just going to hold it right here.
Okay, if you're seated, keep both legs out and reach down towards your knees.
Okay, up, arm across the body. Okay, switch. Okay, overhead. And switch. Okay, let's do right ear to right shoulder. Roll across the front, left ear to left shoulder. Don't hike the shoulders. Let them relax down. Okay, good. Let's get wrists. Straight arm. Pull back. Okay, go down. Okay, up on the other side. And down. Okay, if you're standing, find a wall, have it back. We're gonna do the runner stretch. So get your ankle pushed back like this. If you're seated, you can stand and use the back of your chair or use your chair to hold on to do the runner stretch. Okay, switch. Okay, good. All right, everybody grab a drink. Gloves on if you want to do boxing with gloves, or if you want gloves off just for pure shadow boxing, that's fine as well. Okay. I'm gonna go gloves on. Our round is going to be, let me get my timer set. We are gonna go 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. But your 20 seconds off are also gonna be an exercise, so it's not really off, okay? So keep that in mind. You're gonna hear me going back and forth between two exercises. Okay, so we are going to do, first one is gonna be jab, jab, cross for your 40 seconds. And then you're gonna do 20 seconds of heel raises. So up and down for those 20 seconds. And then you're gonna hear me call out the next set of punches that we go directly into those punches, okay? Now, if you're seated, just stay seated the whole time with your shadow boxing, and you can do the leg movement seated. If you're standing, you can follow along with me. I'm gonna get my gloves on and get our clock going. You guys should be able to hear my timer. It's gonna be close to the computer here, but I'll keep you on track as well. So remember, we're gonna go straight into jab, jab, cross. I'm gonna be at my bag over here. Okay, you're gonna hear a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So jab, jab, cross. Good. Get that back leg if you're standing to weight shift. See the pivot on the back foot. Across. Hey, we're going into heel raises. Go right into them.
Hey, if you're sitting, go up on your toes.
Good. Keep going with the heel raises. Our next sequence is jab, cross, jab. Go ahead and go. Jab, cross, jab. Jab, cross, jab. Keep going. Now you're going into overhead press. Just push the arms overhead and down as straight as you can. Keep going up and down. Big pushes overhead. Okay, jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Keep going, jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Jab, cross, right hook, left hook. Keep going.
Aspen, you have me now showing modifications.
Okay, sounds good.
Jada's husband is mowing and it keeps flipping back to her.
Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, now we're doing jumping jacks or standing steps. Okay. There we go. If you're seated, just arm out.
If you're seated, just arm out and arms up.
Hey, good. Now we're going jab, cross, slip, cross. Jab, cross, slip, cross. those arms. Lunge if you're up for it. If you're not, just tap the feet back.
If you're seated, touch back and open your arms wide.
Okay, jab, cross, right hook, left elbow. Jab, cross, right hook, left elbow. Jab, cross, right hook, left elbow. Good, keep going. Okay, arm circles. You can big or you can do small. Okay, if you're seated, you just have them out and moving. This kind of torches your shoulders. Okay, we're going into jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Okay, jab, cross, hook, hook. Jab, cross, hook, hook.
If you need to sit and rest, you can do any of these combinations sitting.
Okay, we're going to fast feet. Get the arms pumping, get the feet moving.
And if you're sitting, you can do the same thing in sitting. Pump those arms and move those feet.
Okay, free box. You're throwing any punches, kicks, knees, or elbows you want. Go ahead and go.
If you're sitting, any punches, throw any punches.
Going. Elbows, get more rotation. Knees, pull them up. Okay, now you're going to toe raises. So my toes are lifting up. Okay, rest. Good job. Grab a drink, guys. Gloves off. Okay, get a drink, and then everybody will use a chair in this next round for different parts, so go ahead and bring a chair over. Okay. This round, we're going to be doing 45 seconds off or on. Sorry, you guys thought you were going to get a really long wait period there. You're going to get 45 seconds on and 15 seconds off. Okay. These are going to be a combination of some cardio, strength, and function. We're kind of throwing it all in. We're going to have 9 rounds, and we'll see how we're at with time. We are planning to do 2 rounds, but we'll see how we go with time. I know you guys don't want to spend your whole day with us, okay? So we're going to start standing, okay? The first one is gonna be high knee jacks. I'm gonna show you standing before I ever start the time. And Aaron will show you seated because this one's a little different. So instead of jumping jacks like this, we're gonna high knee jack. Okay, so Aaron will show you seated real quick and then we'll start the timer.
So if you're ever seated, these, make sure that you're scooted out on the edge of the chair. It just makes it a lot easier for movement. And we're just picking our knees up and reaching our arms straight up above our head.
Okay, does that look like everybody's ready to go? Yep. Okay, all right, guys. So, gonna have the countdown again. Okay, high knee jacks. If you're feeling up to it, you can make them a hop, okay, or just here. Like Aaron brought up last week in some of our classes, make sure you get the arms big so we're not just kind of hitting here. We're here. Power the knee, power the arms. The more power you put into it, the better your body is going to respond. Okay. All right. I need everybody to sit in their chair next. Okay. Once everybody's seated, this next one, we're doing our big sit to stand, step forward, step back, return to sit. If you need to use your hands to stand safely, that's okay. If you need a wall or a walker in front of you for balance, that's okay. Okay, and we're gonna alternate stepping each time. Don't rush it. Go at your own pace. You don't have to keep up with mine. We're just working on that shift forward, back, and sit. Okay, go. Good, and then back down. Really push your bottoms back in the chair. Alternate legs you step with. We're working on that getting up, that initial step without a shuffle, a weight shift back, and turn to sit.
Joe, big push forward, open, raise, push to the floor.
Okay, rest. All right, we are gonna go back to standing. If you wanna stand, if you wanna stay seated, that's okay. We are gonna do side lunge, return to center, push overhead, lunge, center, push overhead, okay? Aaron will show seated.
We're doing big step over, step back, push overhead, big step over, big step center, push overhead.
Okay, go.
Trying to raise the roof.
Yeah. If you are lunging to the side and your knees are okay with it, lunge till you feel a stretch here. Do not let that knee go too far over the other foot. And weight shift, big weight shift back.
Same with sitting, weight shift, press, weight shift, press.
Rest. Everybody come back to your chair. We are going to work on sit to stand again. This time you're doing a side step instead of forward. So we're going to stand, step, come back, sit. Big stand, step, back, Again, only step as far as you can step back safely without sliding the foot. Big stand, step, back, sit. Again, at your own pace. You need to say power up when you come up to get more power into that stand. Okay, rest. Okay, you're gonna stay standing. If you need your chair for support, you can. We're gonna be doing abduction, kicking the leg out to the side. We're gonna alternate. I don't want you to use a lot of momentum. Trunk stays steady. And this is slow, steady movement. You should start to feel it right in the sides of the hips. And Erin will show seated.
For seated.
You want to do, if you're seated, you can do out, hold, down. Hold down. Really try to control that movement. Make the stance leg support you. Don't lock that knee. You want a little bend in it when it's standing and balancing you. Okay, rest. All right, you're gonna use your chair again, okay? I don't care if you start behind it or in front of it. We're not sitting in it this time, unless you're sitting for the exercise, okay? You're gonna start on one side. We're gonna take a big step to the front, step across the front, step back, don't tip it, step across. Then you're gonna reverse it, okay? If you need to, make it 2 steps forward. Try not to make it any more than 2 steps, because what we don't want is the small movements around. We're working on getting that weight shift coming all the way around it. Now, if you need to, get in a space where you have a wall next to you and you can use the chair so you can fingertip a wall or a support as you make your way around, okay? Okay, here we go. Take your time. There's no rush for this one. And like I said, when you get back to where you started, then I want you to go the other way. Initiate your step the other direction. Take the time to see where your feet are placing. That's fine. And adjust it. Okay, good. Rest. Okay, now we're gonna go to push-ups, okay? You can either do these on the floor, on the wall, or if you're by a desk or a staircase, don't use the back of your chair. If you wanted, and see me sideways, you could go to knees and you could get stable on the chair. See, my hands are all the way up here. They're not down here. And you could push and back like this. But make sure you have a grip of the solid part on the side back towards the back, not the front. That's going to tip on you. Erin, do you have any other modifications?
No.
Okay.
Wall or steps, if you have steps. I'm looking at most people. Clark, I don't love what I'm seeing.
What's Clark doing?
He's gonna use his chair.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Okay, Roger's down, Vicky's out. Tish is using the wall.
Karen's using her handrail, which is great.
Okay.
Clark, can you find a wall?
I'm not seeing Clark. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Clark, use either the floor or the chairs behind you. Try not to use that wooden chair. I'm afraid that might tip.
And I think those chairs.
There we go. Okay, are we ready? All right, slow and steady. I'm on my knees. And we're going for 45 seconds.
And I'm using my stairs. If anybody wants to.
Keep it up, you're almost there. Okay, rest. All right, come up safely to have a seat. Everybody will sit in their chair. All right, is everybody in spots? Okay, this next one, we're gonna get a wide stance. We're working on the sides, okay? So we're gonna go here and then reach over, come back to the floor. You're crunching right in that side, reaching straight down, then stretch it over, okay? So let me get the timer ready. Got a little break here. Everybody get in their chairs. Straight down, stretch over, then switch sides. Make that side crunch. So I'm not reaching way out, I'm reaching straight down.
Joe, make sure you're reaching towards the floor before you reach up and over. There you go.
Okay, rest. Okay, next one. Last one for the core, and then we're gonna get into stretching. Okay, you can do, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see this a little better. Holding on to the chair, I really need to paint my chair. Maybe I'll paint it today. Okay, you're gonna lift up and down, double knees, okay? Core's tight, like that cough that we tell you, tighten, lift, lower. You don't have to lift high. It can be a controlled tap. If that's too much on the low back, you're gonna do one at a time with a tighten. If all that's too easy, you're gonna hold the sides, straighten the legs, lift and down. Okay, any other options, Erin, you want to throw in?
Nope.
Okay,
Just make sure you're reclined just a little bit. I mean, you're sitting on the edge of your seat, but then you're reclined back a little bit. That helps to engage those tummy muscles.
yes. Okay, here we go. It's kind of like the push-ups. Pace yourself. If you want, I'm kind of doing a middle ground one. Tighten my back. I've got a partial bend with a double lift, okay? I have to see what kind of spray paint I have in the garage and get my chair a color y'all can see on here.
I vote turquoise.
Ooh, I think we have turquoise. Woo! All right, rest, guys. Good work. Okay, get a drink. If you're gonna stretch on the floor or on your bed, go ahead and get to that spot. If you're staying in the chair, stay there. If you have a long towel or a belt, go ahead and grab it. I'm gonna get changed position here a little bit so you guys can maybe see a little bit better for the laying down. See if I can move that down. Okay. Okay, is everybody, I see Sharon seated. Where's Clark? There's Clark.
I'm back. He's seated.
All right, Dawn's seated. Is everybody seated? Oh, nope, Tish is down. I think Vicky's down, Roger's down. Okay. All right, so if you're down, let's start on our backs. Let's do a full body stretch. Deep breaths in and out.
If you're seated, just reach up as far as you can and through your toes and through your fingers.
Keep trying to make yourself a little bit longer with each breath. Okay, let's bring our right knee to our chest. If you want to use the belt for this one, you can. You can wrap it around your thigh and pull it in. You don't need the belt for this one. It's just if it keeps your shoulders on the ground. Go ahead and circle the ankle, pump the ankle up and down. Okay, if you do have your belt or your towel, I want you to now wrap it around the ball of your foot, just from laying right here. And I want you to use that to help you try to get that knee straight. What I want you to try to do is only have the leg pulled up towards the ceiling as far as you can keep the knee straight. So if that's down here, and if you start to pull up and the knee's bending, then you need to go back down towards the floor a little bit. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. If you need to, bend this leg up or straighten it out, you'll get a stretch. But if you start to notice some stretching and pain in your low back, you need to bend this other knee up, okay? So go ahead when you get that position and start stretching there.
Sharon, you can just put your heel on the floor and then just put your left heel on the floor and then out straight. Maybe I need to turn sideways. Out straight, and then you can reach down and forward. Feel the stretch back on the back of your leg. Is that better?
Okay, those of you that are on the ground with this leg now, I want you to take it across the body. You can bend it if you need to, or keep it straight and try to keep that right shoulder down.
Sharon, if you're able to cross your leg, if you have to straighten your knee or your other leg just a little bit, and you can push down on your knee.
Okay, come back up. Let's switch sides. So we're gonna bring our left knee into our chest. Go ahead and circle the ankle, pump the ankle up and down, get as much ankle movement as you can. Okay, get your belt or your towel wrapped around your bottom of your left foot. And again, we're gonna kick it up straight to the ceiling. My right leg straight, unless it puts strain on my back, I bend it. And again, I only want you to pull that left leg up as high as you can to keep the knee straight. So if that's down here, that's fine. If you can pull it up further, that's fine. Just keep it straight.
And Sharon, your heel back on the floor, that leg straight, and then you're gonna try to go down and touch your toes.
Those of you that are on the floor, I caught myself doing it. Try to get your shoulders relaxed. Don't pull them up like this and pull on the belt. Shoulders down. Just walk your hands up the belt or the towel, or walk them down and just pull in towards you, almost with that shoulder blade squeeze. Now take the leg across the body and let that left shoulder try to stay down.
And you can have figure 4 stretch, where you cross your foot over your straight leg and push down. Or to get more of a kind of crossbody stretch, you can cross your leg and put your, so I have my left leg crossed over my right, and I have my right hand on my knee, and I'm gonna twist back this way. So Sharon, put your left hand on the side of your knee. Here, there you go. And then you're gonna twist to your right. There you go. You feel that? Okay.
Very good. Okay, full body stretch again. Make yourself as long as you can. Work on those deep breaths in and out. In through the nose, hold it, and then release it through the mouth. Try to make the release longer than the inhale. Okay, good. Now, those that are on the floor, let's go ahead onto all fours as if we're gonna get up, but let's stall in all fours for some cat-cow.
So Sharon, you can stand up and put your hands on the seat.
Okay, and then we're gonna go arch the back, really pushing those shoulder blades away from each other. You're tucking your core up to your rib cage. And then you're gonna deflate and come back down, dropping your belly towards the floor. Don't let the elbows bend. The elbows stay straight through both motions, okay? They're not bending and straightening. Also, keep in mind what we've talked about in class, not digging weight into the base of the wrist, actually digging the fingertips in so you're taking weight off of the wrist bones, okay? So keep rounding and sinking.
And same with, you're gonna round up, pull those shoulder blades, and then you're gonna push down and try to push your chest to the chair. Round up, push down.
Okay, good. Okay, those of you now, let's just go into that runner stretch. Let's get the foot pushed back and shift my weight back into the heel. And Sharon, Aaron can show you that one on the chair as well.
Yep, so she's just gonna lunge back. Holding on, yep, to the chair. Lunge back, keeping that back leg straight and that forward knee bent.
Okay, and switch.
And you're trying to push your back heel down the floor. That back leg, that heel, try to push it down to the floor. If you need more of a stretch, step back just a little bit further. There you go.
Okay, very good. Now everybody can go ahead and come up. Okay. Closer. Make sure you guys aren't too dizzy. Grab a drink. Okay, let me get it pulled up on my phone here. I had something, it was a little different than a chant, but we're gonna kind of make it a chant. If I can, there it is. Okay, so I saw a really.
Monty, you see Monty's sign?
Oh gosh, what did it say? Monty, show the sign again. Oh, I love it. It's perfect. That should be, Aaron, that's what we should name the title of the classes. It should say like RSV Quarantine 2020 and then the date.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so these were, oh, and we'll unmute everybody to do the chant. And like I said, this is kind of last minute making it into a chant. But it was changing your mindset during this time. So instead of thinking something and then you switch it to something else. So I thought we could just go through each one of these and then repeat the positive mindset of it. And then we'll just do our hands in and rock steady at the end. So Aaron, everybody's unmuted? Okay. So instead of thinking, I am stuck in the house, what we're gonna think instead, I'll say it and then we'll say it together. I am safe in my home, spending time with my family. Okay, so I am safe in my home, spending time with my family. Okay, instead of thinking I am going to run out of food, I am prepared with everything.
I am prepared
with everything.
I need for now.
I need for now.
And will plan to use items wisely.
And we'll plan to use items wisely.
And then I'm throwing in this end part, and I'll tell my Rocksteady coaches if I need anything, and they'll get it for me.
And I'll tell
Okay.
the coaches that you won't get anything for it.
Not anything. I should have specified that one. Okay.
How much?
I am scared that I will get sick. We're going to turn that one into I will do everything
I will do
I
Do everything.
will do everything.
in my control
in
In
my
my
Control.
to keep myself and my family healthy.
To keep myself and my family healthy.
Okay, last one. This will never end is the mindset. And we're going to change that to this will pass
This will pass.
This will pass.
and I will have
and I
I will
will
have
a newfound appreciation
a
A
newfound
newfound
appreciation
for things I once took for granted.
for things I once took.
Okay, very good, guys. Okay, hands in. We got those hands in. Clark, hand in. There it is. All right. 1, 2, 3. Rock steady.
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 Woohoo!